Nocturne is going to be the choice here. Seeing a decent amount of Nocturne. Certainly can be one of those picks that you throw up a shield and Maokai can't necessarily stop you from doing it. The only issue with it is that it feels like the one champ that's going to be going really hard in the paint unless the Aatrox gets some big flanks. And it's not necessarily like a team fight engaged champ. It's like I'm going to go in by myself. It's not a rel that kind of sets up the fight for the damage dealers to do their work. It's more of like just another guy that's diving into the back line.
Yeah, D+ their composition is Renekton gets us for early, and then everything...
Later stage of the game as we hop into the Rift for game number 1. D+ Kia, Hana, do set.
D+ Kia, fighting.
Yes. T1, Hana, do set.
T1, fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't know what you were going. I followed you, but I had no idea what I was going for.
Right when I started speaking, I was like, well, I shouldn't do the same thing. But I thought about it too late, so I like started low, and it was like,
Yo!
Kind of ended up into that. Take a look at our Weeby friends there on the bottom. Thank you, Worry Bank, for the Weeby friends. A great addition to the LCK.
Just gives me more of an excuse to talk about anime. So I'm very happy. Not that I need to.
Is there any anime character that jumps out at you that's like Lucian?
Like in terms of vibe?
Yeah, and like...
Nothing I can come up with right now.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm trying to think. It's hard to make the
same, but I'd say it's still pretty strong. Faker is going to get leashed up here. That's a big Master Q to the face, and without seismic shove.
Good to allow Lucid to pick up his the bubble.
Yeah, the bubble is going to land. Aiming, though, does get a heal from Kellen, a shield, and all the wonderful Milio love. And he's fine.
Take too many of those to the face. As owner, ooh, the rare early gank of Showmaker. Yeah, that's
never going to work.
No.
They are going to still fear and just maybe try to help him get out of lane. There's no seismic shove. The second Faker misses seismic shove, the gank is never going to work. So, yeah. Also, Karma has a speed up with her Inspire, which allows her to run away from it.
Doesn't end up working out. They will get the Dragon for this, which testament to Guma and Karya. Good for them. But Lucid is going to get triple blades. They got a proxy off, so Kingen gets a free back. And they bullied Zeus off the wave, as well as forced his TP. So a lot of this, I think, does show really is just Showmaker getting a great job done early in the lane, forcing the early TP out from Faker. He then TPs back. As a tempo advantage, gets the shove in, allowing Lucid to pick up the early grubs. W combo. Gave her a lot more power in the late game as this counter gank.
Yeah, the flash is going to come in. Let's see if this counter gank does work. No Dominus available. Double dash is going to come out, but now the Nature's Grab, they are turning it onto Owner, but not enough damage, but there it is. King and flashes in for the first blood. Zeus is going to be zoned away, and here's Showmaker, puts him on a leash, and that'll be the end of him. Showmaker picks up the second kill for DK early on.
And I thought Lucid was going to counter gank, but instead they flash aggressively on top of Zeus. Owner, when he arrives, looks like he might be able to turn the tide, but Maokai might not be that strong.
Oh, my guy. He is desperate. I mean, what can you do except try to take some trades and look for something? Lucid does not have flash, and now he's kind of caught between a rock wall and a hard place, and down he will go. Nicely done on the side of T1, but this top lane is not getting any better for the side of Zeus, as Kingen does extend quite a bit in far to that turret, and he will survive, and he will be just fine.
Really nice pick onto Lucid there. Well done by Fakers.
Uh-oh. Now we got the stun coming in. That's the Q, and that is the end of him. He cannot step up to the lane.
You can't walk up. You don't have flash. He's a Calypse, man. He's just going to shred through you. Kingen on this Renekton popping off. Lucid has ult.
He
I don't know if he wants to use it. Yeah, they spawn. And you're not in any rush. And this Renekton, every time he shows up now to a fight, T1 are really going to have to bring their A-game not to get run over by this crocodile.
Yeah. See, they're trying to pressure, aiming under the turret, but he's got Mom to help out here. Still gonna get a bit of poke damage down, and it's an Ocean Soul. against this one. And yeah, there is a nice amount of poke with Karma and Smolder, sure, but that is not the soul you were hoping for as T1. Try to snowball this into a bit more. Because now you're behind, and yeah, you've got a bunch of Drakes, but they're not going to be extremely useful in this one. As Showmaker looking for the play, is going to force the flash out, but did he go too far is the question. Owner is right here, and that is going to be the end of Showmaker's reign over this mid lane for now.
Big moment there, as the mid-jungle duo for T1 finds another successful play, keeping this gold even.
Oh yeah, they're going in on this one. We do have Nami nearby. Keria trying to make this a thing. A double knockback coming in from Lucid, keeping them around. And this Renekton is so gigantic. Very nice spell shield on the stun. Otherwise, Owner was dead.
Really cute there from King, and he actually walked back and used one of the tiny mites to get his E so that he could get the second E. Didn't end up mattering because Owner was still holding on to the spell shield. Showmaker has been playing with max pressure up until this point, and it does end up backfire. Yeah, I feel like it can backfire.
Yeah.
Herald fight coming up. Faker is going to get first turbo, though, and he has TP, so he can still join this. It's a big gold influx for T1.
Yeah, it definitely is. I don't think they can use the gold, though, because they do have to fight right here, right now.
And they got a TP. Or is Faker just going to shove here?
Yep. There's the TP. And they are looking to challenge this. Kingen is coming over. He is the raid boss right now on the side of DK. And they get it pretty much for free. Now we get the engage coming on in. And a nice blast going to try to get Showmaker into a rough spot. But he's dodging everything. Can he dodge everything forever? No, he cannot. As finally they do take him down. And at least they do get that killed. So actually T1 moving ahead in terms of the gold lead.
Big win there for T1. As the wave attempt to save, but there was another wave coming in, so I don't know about that one. They get the Herald, but they do have to really pay for it. I think he really needs to chill.
Not a Chemtech Drake on your team. Ugh.
Oh, they're going to commit to this. They really want this.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe you get the Smite steal, and yes, he will. They're going to pick it up, and T1, they just say, no, that Maokai is too scary. And without Zeus, without TP, they have to run away.
That's the big thing. DK, no, if we invest our TP, they cannot commit to this because Zeus can't join the fight. If they get a mid lane turret for this, there would still be a colossal win, as aiming is just going to walk up the wall.
Ball comes in, and yes, they are going to catch aiming, but this is under a turret, so...
With Milio. He does have to use his barrier, though, so that's nice.
They got the barrier!
Yeah!
Still not a good play.
No, it wasn't. They might trade top side turret for bot side turret. They need to be a little bit careful, though. If somehow they get King and on top of them, this can still be a big problem as the TP gets cancelled.
Yeah, they are going to stop the TP. Definitely pretty nice, but have they overextended? Good spell shield, but you can't spell shield everything. The bubble is massive from Keria and gives them a chance, but it just doesn't matter as T1 are down members and DK are so fed at this point in time. Faker, he's trying to ride the wall. But that's not a flash, as you mentioned. Big shield's coming out, but he will die eventually. The question is, yep, Showmaker will be given the shutdown, and this is a massive swing in favor of DK. They should be able to take down this bottom turret, too.
Ooh, Lucid. Is he going to get taken down here? Guma ends up going for the brush instead, so Lucid should...
as many stacks as possible. Like, they rotated him over as early as they possibly could. The Milio got him through lane, and the Milio has been very clutch in many situations. Actually kept...
Aiming?
What...
Yeah, good call. That was like 100%.
Just abandon shit, man.
No. It was a bait. No, it was a misclick. He of all the people,
400 IQ baited out the Talia wall. Yeah.
Didn't get the charge. Yeah, he should be lucky that.
Perhaps would have wanted something like a Hex Tech as the flash comes in onto Keria. Not sure if that's the target, but is going to bait out the tidal wave, I suppose. Lucid still holding on to his nature's grasp.
Yeah, this is one of the problems as a hold-up.
He's going to use it. Kingen is pretty zoned away from this one. We do have Paranoia as well, which doesn't really do much. And now they're going to go in onto Kingen. Not sure about that one, Owner. He is in a bit of trouble now, as Lucid also, but he is going to be saved by the Milio once again. And down will go the jungler of T1. Although some low health bars here on the side of DK.
That you do Withrow, even though you have point and click CC and great lockdown, unless it's in a pick situation. But now, like, aiming might actually hit it. Like, look at the way that the poke is being invalidated.
Man.
Whereas the poke from DK, whoo, Horizon focus coming up big there.
Yeah.
That's second Drake going over.
And the more you get these Ocean Drakes, the more the poke wars will go in favor of DK. They were already winning them, and they're going to have 2 Ocean Drakes. They're denying T1 a soul, and they're scaling their Smolder for free. Aiming is 2-0, and he's almost at 225 in this game. Feels like DK are sitting pretty with the wait and stall comp. Guma is quite fed. And he can burst people down, especially Lucid out of position. These are the picks you're going to be looking for if you are T1, as Lucid's going in. Actually, very difficult to kill, but they do take him out, and that might just be Baron for T1. Let's see if they want to start it up.
Oh, really rough there by Lucid. If he flashes over the wall immediately, then maybe they're able to get out of here alive. Instead, he ends up going down. That's no smite. This might have been the turn that T1 were looking for.
Looks like they might want to fight this one, DK. They're going to throw in Mom just to poke a bit. But yeah, this should be a free Baron over to their side. And now DK a bit out of position, getting TP'd behind. Faker could easily throw it on the wall. Nice amount of poke damage is coming out from the side of DK. And T1 just want to turn tail.
Can they find Faker? They don't want to risk it. Instead, just trying to get Prio here in mid.
Imagine if they had a Maokai.
Yeah, that would have been very free. Really big mistake by Lucid there, especially with the flash still available on his way back into the game, by the way. We haven't talked about it in a while, but he's level 16. I think now sitting on at least 2, possibly 3 items as the ult. Yeah, not going to get a whole lot of value out of that.
Well, he disengaged from them. And Zeus does have a nice angle, but they spot him. They know he's there. And it seems like they want to go forward. Here comes the tidal wave. Nightcat's killing. A nice amount of burst damage does come out from Guma. As now, trying to go on the chase. Zeus still on a nice angle here, but not quite able to get over the wall this time around. And he's just going to retreat. Very tense moment, a pretty close fight at this point as Guma trying to make himself felt at this point in the game before it goes too much farther. Aiming is going to get bubbled, as he does have a very aggressive positioning. Here comes Mom, as they have the engage from behind onto the back line. As down will go King into the flash forward from Zeus. It's going to be enough. They take away aiming, as he just gets wombo combo down. Yes, DK will get the dragon, but they are getting absolutely swept off the map here, as it will be a clean ace in favor of T1 on the dragon fight.
Do not worry, says T1. All we need is just one angle, one moment of weakness, and that moment of weakness DK did give them. It starts with the Baron, but that I think they could have come back from. Now, it's still relatively early into the game. I don't know if the death timers are going to be, I think aiming should be up, so at the very least, they will be able to hold on to the Nexus. But still, now the gold lead for T1, ballooned off of the face of planet Earth. They're up in the stratosphere, Valdez. And yeah, you got a soul point. Not going to be the difference maker.
Yeah, I mean, they were staking.
This one, they're just hard forcing, and it's working for sure as Baron gets started up here.
Yeah, Guma is the one that's trying to push everybody away, and he does have an insane amount of damage. Look at Lucid's health bar. He's got 2 armor items as well. Doesn't seem to matter as Nature's Grasp comes in, and they kind of laugh at them as they are not engaging into that. They get the Baron, and now they're just running away. Free Baron here for the side of T1. DK could do nothing about that.
Lucid, only level 13. He is so weak, so Guma just shreds through him. Also has the Serpent's Fang. So, yeah, it's 15 seconds, guys.
Guys, the Ocean Soul doesn't...
That's a Nexus trade. That's Nexus. If it was 15 seconds earlier, that would have worked. Wait, they don't know, though! Nah, it doesn't matter. Like, they could have probably looked for the end there, especially
with their claim on this Ocean Soul would be pretty nice if they could get it.
Serpent's Fang, the value, Valdez. The shielding that's getting reduced. I think they have 2 as well. If I saw correctly, I think Zeus also built one. He builds full lethality, right? So that means he's not tanky, right?
All right, getting in on the Faker, the engage with the W comes out once again, but Ingo's owner trying to just zone away, and now Lucid is getting chunked out. Down he will go. King and Lucid are all alone as the rest of them got pushed away by owner, who is surprisingly tanky. He's buying so much time, he's going to flash away. And there is the massive damage coming out from Zeus and Faker into that back line. And that should do it, guys. T1, they find the angle in the team fight. The TP goes into the top lane, and this game will end in favor of T1.
All according to plan for T1. Not even a moment of worry. There, Veldes. What did we learn? I don't know. I'm glad that we have our space, I'm sure, standing, waiting, ready to tell us what transpired in this one.
Yeah. Not the cleanest game of League of Legends. Guma.
Easily. Guma obviously is a really good Caitlyn player. I'm just worried about the mid game. Because Lucian, his ability to just dash on top of you and just blow you up in a matter of seconds as Kate, I think is a little bit scary.
I think it's pretty fun that T1 didn't just select a handshake. You know, they have really thrown a wrench into this draft entirely by picking the Nami away. And generally it would just be like, okay, well, we're just going to play Draven and, you know, just do whatever, and maybe it's Lucian Melio, but we get to see some new stuff coming out here because of all this.
I would have loved to just pick Draven though, because I feel like Dan...
We both love that pick as we hop out of the Rift for game 2. D plus Kia.
D plus Kia. Fighting. Yeah.
T1 하나 둘 셋 T1 파이팅
The classic.
Thank you.
Both ends of the register.
The fans are out in force. Hopefully they will actually be soon enough.
We are fans of League of Legends.
True. And we did the fan chants. So it counts.
Hail of... Oh, is he just going to go lethality?
Yeah.
That makes sense, actually. There's no real front line on the enemy team. If you get a lead on lethality Kate in particular, it can be really something. Could it, of course, also be just for the early trading? But generally, with Hail of Blades, I would imagine that you want to look towards specifically lethality. Lethal tempo on Caitlyn just feels so insanely strong when you get to the later stages of the game.
Keria is in mid, helping with the trade.
Look at that. Already winning lane.
Wow. GG.
Showmaker going for the early E, as you do.
I mean, it's pretty simple.
Close enough.
Yeah. Oh, he smited it away. After the little might denied him the Q steal. And
actual lethality Aatrox, you know, the Duskblade Aatrox.
Ooh, flash forward, the W stun comes through, and Faker trying to get away, he's not going to be able to. Lucid picks up first blood. Zoner gets followed up on, but he will get away. Credit to Showmaker for setting that trade up.
Ooh, wonder if the burn would have been enough, but Lucid there flashes over the Clean Drake here for DK. So flash for flash in the longer trade towards the top end of the map. A Showmaker again hits Faker with the outplay.
Yeah.
Of stat checking, as they do really need this Drake, and Lucid needs to be a little bit careful. But this is, imagine, that's the point, imagine if that was Lucian, and you just go in and you like, no, can't do that. Drake will get taken as Kellen takes a bullet for aiming. One of the LCK observers, Keeson, also a really big fan, as Lucid might extend this play.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be on a pretty long chase. This is essentially a 1v1, and yes, we have a TP coming in. Owner trying to flash away from this one, but here comes Showmaker. A double stun comes in from the Tibbers. Gives them a chance to extend the play. The Q, it lands with the storm. It's huge from the side of Faker, as Lucid will be forced to flash on in to continue that one. It looked insanely cool. It was, but it's not going to save his support, as Lucid can just run away from that one.
I'd look for a dive on Guma here. Faker can't join. Oh, never mind. He's TPing in.
Yeah, he's going to TP, and that is going to get them away for now. We got Spirit Rush coming on in. Faker, let's see how far he wants to go.
Nice.
Lucid is here. The kick comes in, and Guma's just left out to dry. They didn't know that Lucid was still in the bottom side of the map, and now it is so much worse as DK going to pick up so much gold in the bottom lane with this play.
Does so much more as Kingen doesn't have his flash this time around.
And he doesn't have his hop either. He's in a lot of trouble. He's going to dodge the first part. He's trying to dodge the Q, and he will. He is running so fast on this little mini Gnar, but it's not going to matter at the end of the day.
Oh, hats off. Hats off.
Nice try.
So close. Not good enough, unfortunately. Very important gank there, because there was no point of hope for T1 on the map, and now there's topside. So that's something. Zeus does actually get...
Did you notice, by the way, Owner put his Knight's Vow on the Aatrox?
That actually is a...
He knows where his bread is buttered.
Yeah, no, great choice. Obviously, camps are up there as well. And the TP comes in, and there is no counterplay. I don't know who plays that ward. Might have been Kellen, might have been Lucid, but that ward absolutely game-changing.
That charm was slick.
Yeah, that charm Faker was. The charms have been really on point.
Yeah.
But all it does is extends the play, forces the flash.
Oh, Bubble, he is dead.
It's Owner that doesn't get anything, and he's just sitting on Knight's Vow. Kellen ends up going down there to the bubble and then gets chunked, but they feel relatively safe still because I think Kellen still has his ultimate available, as does Aiming. And in the 2v2 in particular, oh, this is going to just be, yeah, beautiful timing on the bubble. And the moment that comes through as opportunity, now done for Guman. Like, his ults are really going to sting. That said, though, Lucid is very far ahead of the curve, and if he ends up building like a ton of health, the lethality Caitlyn ults really aren't going to be as big a problem, especially with Showmaker having his E, Lucid himself being able to shield, and then Kellen existing. And you know what? A single death on the Sona lane, I think you'll sign up for that.
Hey.
Ox!
And Kingan's in a lot of trouble here, although it is Carry as he comes forward, but Showmaker's here to turn around the trade, gets there at the perfect timing. Not sure how he sniffed that one out, but excellently done, and that is going to stop T1's dive. They put an end to the Aatrox's reign for now.
We know they only delay the inevitable. But really big roam there from Showmaker.
Very bigly roam.
Oh, my language today is not really on point. One of my friends from the Netherlands is over, and I actually think that really got me. You know, I swapped away from English for a little bit, and it's,
that was it. That was the end.
It was just immediately over as the Herald gets picked up here. Showmaker?
Yeah, Owner, he does have Faker nearby. Charm, max range, going to hit Lucid. It is. It does have a nice amount of synergy. Nice angle here onto Showmaker, but Faker took so much damage. The bubble is huge from the side of Carry, but they can't take him down as now Guma in a lot of trouble. Nicely done with the net, but I don't know if he's getting out of here. Just going to hold on to his flash for quite a long period of time. They finally do take him out. They give Kellen the kill.
I think they wanted to get
the actual carry.
The re-engage!
Oh boy, Showmaker going way too close to the sun. And down he will go. They're trying to go for a dive here. The Q is going to go through the gold posts on that one.
The health bars are low. Zeus does have TP though. I think T1 might be looking for a turn.
I mean, there's pretty high health bars here on the side of DK, but there's just zero wave.
Maybe they want to just bait out TP. Because while this is happening, Kingen is just going to get at least one turret, possibly two. Kellen still has heal available as well.
Just standing there menacingly. Oh, he's actually going to go in. Lucid, what's going on? He's going to have a little bit of support from his team, and he has the Sona nearby, so again, I suppose just trying to keep him around. But that one looked much more dangerous than I was supposing he was actually going to go for.
Yeah, really taking some risks with that one, but there's not enough cooldowns available on T1 to actually take him down.
Get very low. Oh, look at this angle. Perfect from the side of Lucid. They just did not see him. Owner is quite tanky. The stuns are coming through, and the turn maybe from Zeus, and the TP has a ton of Ahri damage is coming out here. Showmaker gets charmed up. Zeus, oh no, he's getting some resets, and he eventually is going to be taken out. A very messy fight as Faker getting into that backline, takes out another, puts the charm down, but is not long for the world. Went superbly deep on that one. And Guma and Carry are like, guys, we're just going to run away from this, I guess.
Almost felt like we'd hit the ball. Oh!
All right, there we go. Bubble comes in, as well as a trap, but Lucid gets away. He does push them away for now.
That is Herald being used here. We'll see if anyone can make it back in time.
Shouldn't you have just rode that?
Yeah, it would have been way faster.
Yeah.
Maybe it auto, I don't know. Maybe it like auto timed out. And I still feel like I should have rode it and it would have been a lot faster. TP coming in. They don't have any vision, so they want to make sure that it doesn't get stolen. There is a rel, but
T1 is like, yeah, we don't care about that actually.
Yeah, they're not in position. Gonna
and
use it
now they're gonna, yeah.
Dragon is gonna get taken.
Is he just flying as well? Is he just gonna run away now?
Yeah, no, he's peacing out. It's fine.
You know, if he crashed into the mid turret, he might just get stunned up by Sona or something, and then he doesn't know where the rest of the team is. So,
being able to play as okay, he's dead. Being able to play as aggressively as he does on the Ahri, if he gets any assists, ended up being I think, really big at the beginning of that fight. But fortunately for DK, it reminds me of last game, Valdez.
It does.
If you're a T1 fan, you're like, "Pah, this is nothing." 2k gold deficit. It's a Chemtech
Comfort
soul.
zone. Yeah.
Oh, who cares? And do you know, to those people I say, fair enough.
Fair
Watch
enough.
T1 just get Baron and then win the game.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, well, let's take a look at how this happened first. Just
That's
unfortunate
so
timing.
sad.
Yeah. I mean, he leaves the bush right as they round the corner.
Yeah. I think his Lucian was
Like
something
Lucian?
that we saw last week. He actually was able to really perform well on. Mega Code!
Where did he come from? Even Jonah Strong missed that one. Like, came out of the red buff, but yeah, it was just the Mega Cone, I'd imagine. In goes Lucid. The kick is not enough. That's a real, my guy, as he is just going to be taken out here. And once again, Lucid going to get caught out, and with the Baron available, doesn't look like T1 want to go for it just yet.
That one's on me. I cursed it.
Yeah.
Never mind. They're not giving up all for Item Spike for Zeus. I've seen this one before, Valdez.
Oh, boy. Here we go again. Oh boy, and aiming is in so much trouble. Oh no, he's just gonna get 100 to 0. The engage was so clean from Faker and Owner. They put 1 and 1 together, and now it's just a 5v3. Everybody else on the side of DK just running away. As T1, they should be able to take down this Drake and maybe just run straight at the Baron. I will be curious to see what they do with this lead now.
What if I just don't say nice things about DK anymore? Maybe that's it. I praised aiming as well. That's on me. We'll see. 10 seconds on Kellen. Health bars for T1 are all full. They're down a couple of cooldowns, but they're going to start the Nash. This is a nightmare scenario for DK. I don't think Lucid can get anywhere near this pit with everyone still there. There's no Mega. Oh, there is a Mega in our bar. Never mind. King going to go Mega. That might be enough to dissuade them, actually.
Wow. T1 pulling off a Baron.
Never thought I'd see the day.
And they're doing the Baron. They know this is happening. T1 trying to run over here. DK maybe a bit of desperation, but they do have a lot of damage.
Have to kick her out. Have to kick her out.
Nope, just go for the flip. Okay, let's see who does pick it up. It's Rel. Who could have seen that coming? As now, aiming's going to go down, and the desperation Baron attempt is not going to work in favor of DK, and T1 are rolling them. Very nice dodge on the Mega Gnar, as down will go King into about a bajillion CCs. As, wow, T1 right back in the driver's seat. DK.
Perfectly according to plan, Valdez. Woo! Who could have seen it coming? DK, fumble back-to-back plays. Don't get the soul. Don't get the Baron. I don't think they can end on this wave, but they're gonna try.
They're gonna try. And,
actually, Kingan's not here. I think that might be it. Callan doesn't have his ultimate.
Looks like maybe they're not gonna try. Culling does come out. Pushes them away.
Oh, the deep flank!
The deep TP flank. The charm is gonna miss.
They don't know.
Look at the low health bars here.
Know.
Showmaker is gonna look for the angle. Dodges a lot of CC, but Zeus very scary. He gets hit by the charm, and Showmaker goes down. And Zeus, he lives through so much. Even with the Sona stun coming out, it does not matter. Aatrox, it's pretty good. Lucid goes in, forgot there was an Ami on the team. Owner also goes in, forgot there was a DK there. I'm losing it, Chronicler. This game is just off the rails.
I didn't know KT was playing today, Valdez, but that's kind of what it's feeling like right now.
If you put DK and then T1
yes.
as K...
They can come back. Who am I kidding? Zeus is fulfilled. Like, this is...
Yep, he's also got... QSS.
Yeah, he added QSS and that's what I was actually like, or it might have been McKills, and maybe he got now both QSS and McKills just to make sure.
Why not more?
Why not more?
Why not both?
Might I interest you in lethality Aatrox with 4 Chemtech? Oh my kidding, game's not gonna last that long.
We're not getting there.
We're not getting there.
It's not gonna happen immediately. I mean,
King and no.
They set it on the space. You give them an inch. A top 2 team in the LCK will take advantage of it. Mega Gnar is going to help out. Nice kick comes in onto Faker, and they do alley-oop him. The bait?
Wait.
Was that on purpose?
I hope not. That's way too risky. But maybe they can try and contest now. Probably not. Still don't have vision at all. But they can probably try and shove through mid and maybe turn it into something. Faker still 40 seconds on the clock before he's back. This Drake, definitely a foregone conclusion. There's no farm. Lucid really just desperately trying to get back some experience.
And it's a bit of burst damage coming out from aiming. Zeus as well on the flank, not really gonna land much.
Maybe it's got to be Showmaker that starts it off. Someone, but look how respectful T1 is playing now. Zeus, yeah, he's just gonna shove. He just go for the Nexus. If they don't stop him, there's a wave.
He's got TP. So if anything went crazy,
yeah,
he's gonna force Kingen back. But this inhibitor should be gone.
Ooh, I don't know. Mini? Yeah, no, it's gone. Oh my goodness, it's Aatrox.
And they essentially just played tower defense around the Baron, right? They put up a bunch of traps, they denied vision, and they said, okay, well...
Yeah, no, you were right. I should have listened to you.
Yeah.
Surely this time it'll be fine.
We're gonna flip Baron, it's fine.
The TP's in.
Just execute better. Just outsmite the Rel. You can do it. Lucid takes a decent chunk of damage, but they have marked Zeus here.
Okay, he's gonna 1v5.
Which is very important. World Ender taken out here. Showmaker's taking more damage. Jesus, that R is pretty huge. It's now Owner desperate to try to save him. It's not going to work out, and now a bit out of position. Showmaker, though, is solo as well. Owner does take him out here. As the damage coming out on the poke from Faker and Guma is huge. The Meganar, it's desperate. It's not good enough. And the health bars just melt on the side of DK as everybody's going to be cleaned up here on the backside of this fight. Aiming does do quite a nice amount at the end, but it's too little and it's too late. T1, with that teamfight win, will push for the 2-0.
All according to plan. Quick 2-0. Nothing to see here, Valdez. As T1 make their march towards the Nexus. I learned something today. I just don't know what. I just don't know what.
We learned a lot today. We just don't know what it was. That was the 2-0 from T1. And it wasn't clean, but they got there.